Welcome to the Weekly Bowl. Stay tuned to learn more about what's been happening in the city and at school.
If you want to get cheap tickets to Broadway shows, TKTS is there for you. TKTS occupies the little booth under the big stairs in Times Square that always seems to have a huge line wrapping around it. The reason it's so packed is because they sell their tickets for up to 50% off. But if you want some of these cheap tickets for yourself, you don't have to go all the way up to Times Square. In fact, there's a TKTS booth right down here in the Financial District, just off John Street by the East River. As of October 27th, you can get tickets to A Gentleman's Guide to Love and Murder, An American in Paris, Finding Neverland, Something Rotten, and a lot more for half off.
This year, the women's soccer team has had a rough start, but they've been able to grow to an amazing team. Player of this week is Caitlin Essex, who scored 6 goals in her last 2 games. Men's soccer, in spite of losing their coach the day before preseason training, the team was able to rally around their new coach, Mr. Harmon. Player of the week goes out to Connor Christensen for scoring the lone goal last Saturday. The cross-country team continues to improve on the success that they've had last year, adding on new players to the roster. Each player was able to improve their time from each race. Senior Alina Bond has improved the most, improving her 5K race time by over a minute. The golf team has persevered through tough tournaments, but was able to get 3rd place at the Tournament with Purchase at Arwalk. Shout out to Natalie Huskett for winning the putting competition. The women's basketball team begins on October 27th. Last season, Anna Eves had 18 points and 18 rebounds in one of their last games. Who knows what's in store for this year? The men's basketball team also begins on October 27th. Shout out to James Brooks, this year's co-captain, who was named All-Conference Team last year. This team finished the year off with a victory against RIT with only 5 players. James led the team that game with 24 points, 5 blocks, and 8 rebounds.
What are the results of the interregnum reading test this year?
Well, Thatcher won by 7 points, which is unbelievable. Then we have Truth and QE1 tied for 2nd. Tin Boom in 4th, then Barton, Bonhoeffer, Lewis, Churchill, Reagan, and last SVA. Notice all the guys' houses are in the bottom 5, as usual. The house rankings are in 1st place Bonhoeffer, which is great. 2nd place Churchill, then SBA, Tin Boom, Barton, Reagan, Truth, QE1, Lewis, and then coming in last place currently is Thatcher. Favorite house competition? I would say basketball comp, because for guys that love playing sports, girls, it's always a good time watching them play sports. So, can I say that? And it's it's always fun. Favorite memory is definitely 2014 when we did the House Reagan Performing Arts Ronald Reagan. That was just such a fun time with the house, and we didn't take the competition too seriously, but we got a lot out of it, and I see that as a win for us. But also seeing all the houses in performing arts, there's always witty ideas, great ideas, and yeah, so it's always a good time.
Quentin Tarantino is known for his violent films, but this weekend he made headlines for speaking out against police brutality. At Washington Square Park, just days after a cop was shot in Harlem, Tarantino said, "A murder is a murder, even when perpetrated by police." President of the NYC Patrolmen's Benevolent Association has called for a boycott of all Tarantino's films in response.
This year, King's State of the College will be on November 6th. Make sure to attend and find out what the school's been doing this year. The King's Cabinet is also going to be holding a Q&A and wants to hear your feedback as students. Also, have a look at these baby pictures of this year's King's Cabinet.
Thanks for joining us.
And don't forget to like us on Facebook for more updates.